What is up guys, it's your boy Soul. I'm here, back with another Dragonflight gold making video, and this one is kind of interesting to me. There's been a lot of things happening in the market recently. The prices of a lot of materials have been going down, and the prices of very few, but some materials have been skyrocketing in price as well. Basically the market is doing a little bit of a shift, and because of this, a lot of different types of shuffles have been resurfacing. And what I want to talk about today is the first, it's the first one that I know about at least, the first raw gold vendor shuffle. So you can buy items on the auction house, craft something, and vendor it for a profit using Dragonflight materials, Dragonflight professions, everything to do with Dragonflight. And because the prices of materials have been dropping so low recently, you can now buy certain materials on the auction house and flip them for a profit by literally vendoring them. Before I show you guys the item that I'm talking about in this video, I want to give a massive shout out to everyone who's picked up my Dragonflight gold guide so far, and if you haven't picked it up, well, the link will be down below. And just to give you some information about the guide as well, it is currently a 170 pages long PDF document for gold making, which will also keep getting updated throughout the expansion. And once you purchase the guide once, you will get those updates for free. By purchasing the guide, you also get access to a private Discord server where you get early access to videos and exclusive videos as well. And right now we even have the best gold farm in Dragonflight, in my opinion, both in terms of gold per hour and just the actual efficiency of the farm itself. It is going to produce the best gold per hour you can make, at least by farming, right now in the expansion. So if you want to check that out, it will be in early access for a little bit longer in the gold guide before it goes public as well. Either way, the link to that one will be down below, and by using the code SOULTIME, you can get the guide for half price. Remember, not only are you getting the guide, you're also getting access to a private Discord server, early access to videos, and exclusive videos as well. Either way, let's move on to the video, and for this I want to give a massive thank you to Krille from my Discord server for giving this to me and, well, telling me about the gold making method. And even though it's not going to produce the highest gold per hour, is actually pretty low, but it is the first raw gold vendor shuffle we have so far in the expansion, at least to my knowledge, and I want to share it with you guys. This is the perfect way to make some extra gold while going AFK, or if you have a second account running in the background, or you have a second PC or a laptop, for example, that I was using myself at the beginning of the expansion. I had my second account on my laptop right next to me. Well, you can make some extra gold, and the good thing here is that you don't have to rely on prices going up or down in terms of selling the things you're buying or the things you're crafting. You can literally vendor them for a profit. So what we're talking about here is enchanting, and you can buy something called the chromatic dust, which has been selling for 1.3 gold quite effectively, and now you can see the price is down to 1.19. But if I buy all the ones up to 1.3, so I spent 33,000 gold right here, I'll be making a guaranteed profit on all of them. So 1.3 gold, let's just buy all of these ones, and let's say that I bought all of them for 1.3. That means right now we have a crafting cost of 3.9 based on needing 3 chromatic dust for this craft, called the Writ of Mastery. And the good thing about this one is that it's accessible to everyone who has enchanting. You don't need to have like a specific skill or anything to do the craft. All you have to do for the craft itself is have enchanting. It's literally one of the first enchants you get access to. And I'm going to show you exactly how the shuffle works, what you're crafting, and I want to talk a little bit about extra stuff you can do to increase the profitability from the craft itself. Now, before you start calculating the profit, you need to remember you have to buy some stuff from the enchanting vendor as well. We're just going to pop up right next to the enchanting trainer right here. So you have to buy these enchanting volumes, for example. So right here, let me just buy as many of these as possible. If I buy 1,000 of them, they cost me 10 silver each. So that's an additional 0.1 gold in crafting cost per enchant. And remember, we were up to 3.9 gold in crafting costs, and now we're up to 4 gold in a crafting cost right here for the Writ of Mastery, Writ of Versatility, and the Writ of Haste as well. Now we can select the item to enchant, which is this one right here, and we can start enchanting all of them. So now you can just click on enchant all, and you will start enchanting over and over and over again. Now you can do 1,000 enchants, go AFK, come back after 1,000 enchants, and do them over again. And if I can just do 10, that's going to make my math super simple. So let me just enchant 10 of them right here. So 10 scrolls are going to sell for a vendor price of 50 gold. That means that for every single craft you're doing, you're making 1 gold profit, so 1 scroll is 5 gold right here, and I do think the actual tier has something to say, so you might want to skill up the enchanting to the point of being able to make tier 3 enchants, just to get the highest selling value possible. But once you're at this point, you can literally make a profit by vendoring these. In this case, the only thing you need to worry about is buying chromatic dust under 1.5 gold, and actually, like, if you really want to be technical, I think it's 1.6 or 1.7, like 1.666 basically, and that way you will make a profit, but the profit will be very small, and my personal breakpoint is 1 gold per craft. That way I'm making 1,000 gold just by clicking one button now, so I can literally click this button, go AFK, and I will have made 1,000 gold just by vendoring. I don't have to sell this thing on the auction house, I don't have to rely on the selling, the actual auction house prices of these enchants, and I don't have to worry about offloading them at all. It is a vendorable gold making method, or a gold shuffle for raw gold. It's a raw gold vendor shuffle basically, and what's really good about this one is that once again you can craft them while being AFK, and right now you can see I have 7% resourcefulness, and the two things that really matter here are crafting speed and resourcefulness. So if you really want to min max, you want to have as much resourcefulness as possible. It's not going to be like, it's not going to increase your gold per hour by a lot, but it could help you make that little bit extra, and getting resourcefulness on, for example, your rod right here, if you get a better one than the one that I have, and spend some gold to enchant it with resourcefulness as well, you can get up to 20-25%, and you can go into specialization points as well to get even more resourcefulness. So for example, Resourceful Writ, I don't know if this one works for enchanting. This one, you can have this spec right here to make even more gold, save even more gold from each resourceful proc, and get more resourcefulness while doing the enchant itself. This one could be massive, help you make even more gold from the shuffle itself, but even just baseline, like right now I have the very most basic tools, and I'm making a profit, and resourcefulness will make even more profit on top as well. And if you're planning to do this for a longer session, I would definitely recommend getting the aerated file of Quick Hands for crafting speed. So let me just search that one up for you. So Quick Hands, for example, right now, this one on tier 3 will increase your crafting speed by 30%, and baseline you'll be able to do 3,000 crafts per hour. Adding this flask, you will now get 900 extra crafts per hour, which means that you are making roughly 4,000 gold per hour by doing this raw gold vendor shuffle. Once again, that is not massive, but 4,000 gold per hour, which that means that if you do this for about 60 hours every single month, you can pay for your WoW token. So if that's worth it for you, well, you have to make your own decision. But I just wanted to show you guys the actual first vendor shuffle based on doing enchanting and also using Dragonflight professions and Dragonflight materials, and I just think it's interesting that we have a vendor shuffle this early, and that the prices of the materials going down this low actually made a vendor shuffle profitable. Either way, I hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully it taught you something new, and hopefully some of you are able to use this to make some gold as well. Once again, my personal breakpoint is 1.3 gold per chromatic dust, and if they go even lower than that, that's perfect. That's just going to increase my gold and increase my profit. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like down below and consider subscribing for more Dragonflight content. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.